JIV, ambassadors, representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen of Justice Day. This year marks the 6th TWAC, and the podium is finally being held physically again after the pandemic. This is the fourth time I stand on this stage. Over the years, I have witnessed the ending of the law enforcement officers from around the world working together with Taiwan, searching for a solution to relationship, security problems, and transnational crime. Thank you for your support for the podium. Together, we will continue to pass down our collective wisdom. Maintaining regional security is the difficult task that can only be achieved through international cooperation. The Israeli-Hamas conflicts also the increase in technological innovations, telecommunications, and financial service around the world. How to respond to the new crime patterns through international cooperation and the technological investigation has become the top priority in our law enforcement agency worldwide. In recent years, cybercrime such as disinformation and hacker attacks, telecommunications fraud, and deepfake videos is characterized by its high level of concealment, sophistication, and transnational nature. It has become the most rampant, elusive, and lucrative form of crime in the present day, serious undermining social order and even national security. To effectively detect new crime patterns, international cooperation between law enforcement agencies around the world has become ever more important. And the law enforcement officers need to improve their digital technology skills to swiftly bring criminals to justice. In view of this, the Ministry of Justice Investigation Bureau developed new tools and established a new generation anti-fraud supervision center in June this year, which used the technological investigation method to combat ever-changing cybercrime effectively. Taiwan continues to implement the policies of the strengthening international cooperation in law enforcement, maintaining regional security, and jointly combating transnational crime. The theme of this year's TWAC focused on the geopolitical and regional security, cybersecurity threat, and regional conflict, as well as new crime patterns and transnational cooperation. The forum has invited international experts and scholars to share their practical experience and research findings. We hope the forum will facilitate discussion on how to improve techniques to combat new crime patterns and increase international cooperation capacity to curb new security threats. Lastly, thank you all again for your participation. We extend our best wishes for the success of the forum and for good health and prosperity to all attendees. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tai. 非常感谢蔡部长的支持，谢谢您。Finally, I have the great honor to invite Premier Chen Jianren of the Executive Yuan to speak to us. Please welcome Premier Chen. 让我们欢迎院长。
On this TWAF meeting. First of all, I would like to express my sincere welcome to our distinguished guests, especially those who have come from afar. Thank you for attending the 2023 Taiwan, West Asia, and Africa Forum, TWAS, on regional security and transnational crime. This forum has yielded fruitful results since it was organized by the Ministry of Justice Investigation Bureau and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 2013. In this sixth TWAF this year, a total of 250 law enforcement officials, scholars, and experts from 38 countries have traveled to Taiwan to attend the forum, including friends from the Africa, showing governments around the world are all highly concerned about regional security and transnational crime. Looking back at the past 3 years, even though we were able to endure the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, security issues have brought even more severe challenges on the global stage, from the Russo-Ukrainian war in Europe, the Sudan civil war in Africa, and to the Israel-Palestine conflict in the Middle East. Regional issues continue to spread, not only in the growing level of violence on the battlefield, but also the large-scale information warfare in cyberspace. As a result, people constantly live in the fear of violence, war, and even hacking, no matter where you are. In Taiwan, we not only face the pressure of global conflict, but also China's frequent military aircraft flying over Taiwan's airspace, conducting large-scale military exercises, and launching cyber attacks, intending to change the status quo while provoking and putting pressure on Taiwan. Despite Taiwan's government insisting on properly handling cross-strait relations based on equity, dignity, and peace, China's irrational actions have become growing frequent. Our government has always advocated building regional peace and collective security. As a firm supporter of peace, Taiwan must work together with allies that share common values to jointly find a way to respond. Transnational cooperation between law enforcement is the foundation for the universal values, fairness, and justice. We hope to find possibilities for cooperation and collaboration through extensive exchange of honest opinion with other countries. TWAF shows our ability to take action. We are not only willing to comply with international standards, but are also happy to take on even more international obligations and provide a cooperation platform for transnational law enforcement and regional security. Therefore, the TWAF this year will focus on geopolitics and regional security, cybersecurity threats and regional conflict, and new crime patterns and transnational cooperation. And we'll also analyze the impact of the global supply chain crisis on Indo-Pacific security from the perspective of semiconductor geopolitics. Additionally, disinformation currently faced by international society has become a major threat to the development of democratic countries. According to the research report published by the University of Gothenburg in Sweden this year, Taiwan is the most targeted by the spread of disinformation and has been for the past decade. Our government insists on democratic values and protecting freedom of speech, and has established 4 safety nets to effectively prevent the harm of disinformation, namely identifying disinformation, and the second is debunking disinformation, and the third, combating the dissemination of disinformation, and the fourth is punishing perpetrators of disinformation. And government agencies have stepped up efforts to clarify disinformation based on the principles of being swift, correct, and accurate, and take actions to prevent disinformation through public-private partnership. Our government also continues to engage in international cooperation and share practical experience with law enforcement partners in various countries, working together to prevent disinformation and strengthen democracy. Our government remains committed to further cooperating with democratic countries around the world and strive to become contributors to cross-strait and regional peace and stability. We will continue to strengthen Taiwan and prove to the world that Taiwan is the most trustworthy ally, whether it may be geopolitical strategy, international supply chain, or cooperation between law enforcement. Taiwan has the intention and ability to jointly safeguard the values of democracy and freedom together with allies around the world that share the same democratic ideas. So once again, let me welcome all distinguished guests. I wish this forum a complete success and all distinguished guests peace and happiness. Thank you very much. Thank you.
感谢premier陈的发言，来请院长